Fucking Final Fantasy VII battle theme is in my head permanently now until the end of this week.
Video games, let's go. Hey man, if you don't play video games, if you're not a somewhat of a gamer at some point in your life, you might as well not.
What are you doing?
Well, first of all, what are you doing?
What the hell's the matter with you?
Second of all, this is gonna be a tough episode for you to check out if you just don't care about video games. Let's go. So the last time we did
wait, what episode is this?
I don't 107 maybe.
Yes, I think so.
The last time we did an episode, we did the Definitive SwordCast top 10 anime list where we had a bunch of people in the Discord, reached out to some fans, some homies, some friends, everybody send in a top 10 list, and we do our point system where your number 1 gets 10 points, your number 2 gets 9 points, your number 3 gets 8, and then it trickles all the way down to where your number 10 on your list gets 1 point. And that's how we determine. We take all these lists, we look at all these different titles, and then we determine the top 10 based off the points that they get. And this time, we're doing another SwordCast Definitive Top 10, but this time, it's top 10 favorite video games, man.
Yep.
And before we get into it, I have to say, holy crap, guys! Like this did not go how the anime one did.
Nah. And I kind of called this when we texted about it, and I was like, bro, this list is gonna be full of one-offs, dog. It's gonna be. I thought that, and so I think I called that, but I was also wrong because I thought that the top of the list would be pretty consensus. But you're saying that even the top of it is not consistent.
No. This list is it's pretty wild, man. We'll get into it a little later, but just we always talk about what we're into currently, but I want to know since we're gonna be focusing on gaming in this episode, what is going on in your current gaming adventure, man, right now in your life?
Bro? What the fuck you talking about? It's a beautiful day on the horizon, dog. It's live from the Forbidden West. Boy, this game's so sweet, dog.
It looks amazing.
So, peep game. Horizon is one of my favorites. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of my favorite games ever. And it's interesting because I actually have a weird story about how I fell in love with that game. And this goes to show like that it's like legit brilliant, because I went into this game hating on it. Here's why. I'm a diehard Mass Effect fan. This game came out right before, or maybe like 6 months before Mass Effect Andromeda came out. And the hype for Mass Effect Andromeda was crazy. I was like, yo, this game about to be the sweetest game of all time. Like, dog, y'all can't tell me shit. This was about to revolutionize the game. And we gotta play the full one for this. God damn it. Awful game, bro. I mean, actually, I went back and revisited. It was actually what's between solid and good? It was better than solid, but it wasn't quite good. It was like it was pretty good. There you go. It was pretty good. But once they polished it off.
Mass Effect Andromeda or Cyberpunk?
Oh, Cyberpunk, absolutely. Because for me, I had the working version. Like, I didn't have it on PS4 where it just simply fucking wouldn't work at all. Cyberpunk, because I flat out like Cyberpunk. It was good.
Bro, what is Cloud doing?
Are you looking at carpet? Stop doing it. His dogs are weird, dude. There he is back there, just sort of. Anyways, so I went to this game hating on it because everybody was saying, like, everybody was using Horizon Zero Dawn as like the measuring stick to shit on.
On
Mass Effect Andromeda. And I'm a Mass Effect diehard, so I'm like, man, fuck this game, bro. Like, this shit trash. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, this, Andromeda is good. Y'all just don't like play it right. Like, you gotta like do this, and you gotta turn your system upside down and hold it in the light so it works properly. And like the story actually is good if you like really pay attention and like forget about a couple of things. The story is actually I was doing
It's going to bat.
total denial, bro.
Hey, man, sorry.
And then at the end, I was finally like, bro. Again, I've said this before. This is an original hero swordcast take. Mass Effect Andromeda has the best third-person action of all time out of any game I've ever played. The like actual combat, bar none, except for Horizon is getting close.
Okay.
But in terms of like, if you like, nigga, I got guns and rockets, but I'm also like Jean Grey at the same time. Like, come on, bro, that shit. So Mass Effect Andromeda did that flawlessly. It was the action. You could tell that they like spent a lot of time on that part, and then they just like pooped out the rest of the game. So anyways, I like thought eventually once I got done playing it and I got done playing online, I was just like, man, you right. That game actually did kind of suck. Like, I can't lie anymore. So finally, like a year or two later, Horizon comes out on like PlayStation 3 or whatever.
It's hold on because it's funny. Like when somebody's in denial about a game, it reminds me of me and my brother back in the day. We used to always rent game. My mom would always take us to Blockbuster every Friday and rent a game and a movie, and it was always a thing with my brother. Like he'd rent a game that wasn't very good, and he would always try to talk
it up.
talk himself into it. Well, no, because like if you do this, it's
how many times was Shaq Fu one of those games?
Oh goodness gracious, Shaq Fu, man,
definitely was one of those games.
That game perpetually lives in my Uncle Mike's basement. He probably still has it.
Bro, I remember me and my friend Randall got that for his birthday, and we were so excited about that shit, dog.
Have you ever watched that show, Fresh Off the Boat?
Yes,
They have an episode.
It was literally that episode was the exact experience that we had. Like we were so excited about that shit, and bro, that shit ended up being weak as fuck.
Oh man, bro, it came out at the height of the Mortal Kombat hype.
Yes,
so like everybody was really Shaq Fu, bro, and Shaq was like polarizing at the time. Like, he had done the Kazam movie and like
Steel
and like the Steel movie and he was just all over the place.
Yep.
But yeah, no Shaq Fu.
Nah. So I was definitely in denial. And then Horizon Zero Dawn was like, I saw it on sale. I was looking for a new game to play. I saw it on sale for like 90% off. That shit was like $5. It was because this was recently. This was like maybe 2018 or 2019.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because I played it around a little bit later. I got it when it was on sale too in the game store.
So I come into this game like, man, this shit about to be weak, bro. Let me see what the fuck these niggas talking about. And within an hour, I was like, oh, my bad. This shit sweet as hell. Mass Effect really is trash compared to this, or at least Mass Effect Andromeda does not hold a candle to this game. And I was just blown away, dog. So I say all that to say, so the esteem that game holds for me, I'm not even halfway through the story, and this game has already exceeded my expectations.
Wow.
It's already by a good amount better than the first game. Like, not just a slight improvement, like a massive improvement.
Yeah. And that's the best sequels, man, when they just completely blow the first one away.
It's not even close, bro. Now, I will say there was a little bit of a learning curve because I had just played it, bro. Like, you know how you replayed Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
I literally
It's
finished.
so weird how you play a game and once you play a game that's not that one and you just suck at it. You just like completely forget.
I was trash for a different reason. I was fresh. I literally the credits rolled on Thursday at 10 p.m. and I started Horizon Forbidden West Friday at 12 a.m. So it was like 2 hours and I was playing it again. But the problem was I was because I beat that game like 4 times. So like my character was like level infinity. I had every single sweet weapon. Like I had the bulletproof armor that like
now you got to go back to being trash.
The force shield. And so they actually have a good in-game explanation because you're actually wearing the sweet ass armor that you get at the end of the first game. You wear it to start Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay.
But they say that the power source is like it failed. So now that shit it's just
kind of there.
It's just a t-shirt now. So I'm like, oh, so it hurts when
It's
a
just
fucking
cosmetic item.
So then I had to realize, because I was like tanking the fucking Thunder Jaws. I was getting stepped on and just rolling. It's just no big deal. And then all of a sudden I'm getting like one shot at. I'm like, oh, so it hurts when a giant like Mecha Godzilla steps on you. That really hurts apparently. So, but I've gotten, and they added so many weapons and so many different ways to play. I done got to the point now where it's like, I'm blowing niggas sky high. Like I posted a video this morning.
I saw it.
Blew a fucking turtle, a giant turtle, like 30 feet in the air. Niggas can't fuck with Aloy now. So I say all that to say, I've already put like 70 hours into this shit, and I'm not even halfway done with the game.
That's wild.
Shit is fire, bro. How about you?
Boom. Oh man. Bro, since the last time we talked, I have beat 2 games. and I've beaten 2 games and then like started playing a good chunk of a third one. So the first game, man, was Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like,
oh yeah, I was playing that too.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
My goal was to finish that, and then so Seafood just got like knocked off a cliff. I'm probably never gonna play that game.
I did convince myself that I'm gonna try Sifu again after I finish Horizon.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it again.
So because now it's so far down my list now.
Yeah.
Like I beat Pokemon Arceus, loved it. It was cool. And you know I see like a lot of people are like they don't think the graphics for Pokemon Legends is good enough, but it's
a cartoon.
It's like it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's never. What do you expect? You know, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Thought it was dope. Loved the new spin on it. My final team, I ended up, and my team is strong too. I ended up with I got an Alpha Machamp, big fella. Infernape. One with Samurai. I love Samurai's final.
Yeah, he looks sweet as hell.
Final evolution in this game with the new Dark type. Gyarados, of course, always got Gyarados. Luxray, love Luxray, always got Luxray. And Garchomp, man. So that was my team I rolled with. It was fun. It's a good game. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Off top, my squad. Shout out to Gyarados for just being a gamer, bro.
Yeah, man. Always gotta have a Gyarados.
Always, bro. So I had Samurott, Gyarados, Cleavor, the new Scyther evolution.
Okay.
Gumi or Gudra.
The new. There's a new. What is it like?
Steel Dragon.
Now?
He's sweet.
It's cool.
Garchomp, and who was I had a fifth that would like Togekiss.
Okay.
And they were all females except for Samurai. They were like all.
Yeah,
I had
there's a lot of
femme fatales, dog. They were all
Pokemon in their game.
All angry women that was kicking ass.
So yeah, man, I enjoyed the game. I like I think my favorite thing that they kind of changed in this game was the fact that I just really liked the moves. Like one, the animations were dope, and 2, just being able to just change your moves on the spot like that.
Man, so much better, bro.
So convenient and not having to go find a move tutor or move relearner or move deleter to do those things. So that was really dope. But that's not what we're here to talk about, man. So a couple years ago, man, I played the first Ori game, Ori and the Blind Forest. I loved it. It was dope. I'm a fan of like Metroidvania games. I like platformers. I like games like that. They don't usually but I need action, right? So a lot of those games are kind of, fun and like, jumping around and this type of thing. So like I like them to a certain point, you know what I mean? The first Ori game was amazing. It's like visually it just looks so good. Like when you play these platform games and these Metroidvania type games, one thing they all do is they try to stick to like a retro style, and they always kind of go with like the 2D look, you know what I mean? Ori's the best looking like Metroidvania type game that I've ever seen. It's incredible. The art style is amazing. The first one is dope. All right, the first one is fun. It's more so on the adventure side of things though.
Mm-hmm.
And then look, man, this past week so I played Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That's the new one. I started playing it before a while back, and then I wanted to get it for Switch, so I went and I got it for Switch. And first of all, it's so satisfying playing it on Switch. Obviously you can play it on TV, but these types of games, these platform games, I just feel like they're just made for handheld, system. But I play Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and oh my god, man, this game is amazing. I loved it so much. It was like how you were just talking about how Horizon is such how Horizon Forbidden West is such a upgrade from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the same thing. Like it's such a pickup from Ori and the Blind Forest, and that game was really good. But this one, like everything is so much better. Like the art style, the graphics are incredible, the story, the soundtrack, the combat, man, like they stepped up the combat so much in this one. Like he's got so many different abilities, so many different weapons. Like it's so dope, man, and it's so satisfying. Just his abilities are nuts, man. Like he's got a you can equip 3 like of these like abilities at once, and then there's some that he just can have, right? Like there's some you need that you will unlock throughout the game, like that are just necessary for getting around and stuff. And like you said, man, like platformers are hard, right? They can be really hard games,
It can
like,
be tricky.
and but the thing about this, right, like, and I talked to you about this earlier, like one of the main reasons why I love Mega Man Zero 3 over the other Mega Man Zero games is because in that game you start off sweet. Like you don't have to in the Mega Man Zero games you usually have to use a weapon to unlock its like better qualities about it. And you have to just repeatedly just keep using it and like grind away at it and all that. Mega Man Zero 3, you start off with all the stuff. You start off with all the weapon upgrades. So it's basically like it's almost like it's paying you off for grinding so much in the other previous games. You know what I'm saying? But with the Ori games, man, like they can be really difficult. But the thing I like about them is that, because I'm not a fan of like the Dark Souls games, right? Like because it's almost like difficulty is like the genre of the game, right?
Difficulty as a core game mechanic.
Not fun. But these games like the Ori and the Will of the Wisps doesn't. The games are hard, but they give you everything that you need to be successful. So it doesn't make it's like, you know what I mean? Like you get everything you need. Like the hardest part about the game is the platforming. Like some of the puzzles and stuff is nuts, but other than that, like some of these bosses are nuts, but like you have the right tools. You know what I mean? Like he's got the right tools to beat them all, with the weapons he gets and the abilities he has and everything like that. So, but bro, amazing game. Like the story's incredible, the soundtrack's incredible. It's so good. Like you asked me what it was like, and it's like a Studio Ghibli movie, but with scraps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it, man. It's such an amazing game, and I was telling you earlier, like, I think this might be my favorite game ever. Like, like, the only thing that I will take over like some martial arts stuff is like if you get me some fantasy world, some good fantasy world. Like I'm a sucker for like cute video game characters that are also powerful.
All right, look, I'm putting this on SwordCast air, and I need folks in the Discord and Noveliss fans to hold him to this. I'd be willing to bet, as Cloud finally joins us and takes his seat. Thank you, buddy. I'd be willing to bet that if you play Kena Bridge of Spirits, it will at least be it'll end up being in your top 7 games of all time.
So I'm gonna. Is it on Switch? I'm obsessed with the Switch right now. Like that's my baby right now.
Is it on? I think so. But I'm not sure. I know for sure it's on PS4.
Okay. But yeah, man, like this Ori and the Will of the Wisps is like it's the best game ever to me. I love it so much. Oh, I do see a Switch logo.
I don't know that it's out yet though.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. it is coming to Switch, but
okay.
I don't. It doesn't say like when.
I'm gonna get it,
so
man.
Whenever that happens,
check it out. But yeah, man, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Definitely, it's my new favorite game, flat out. Don't care. It's amazing.
There you have it. It's new number 1.
It is. I posted that short video on the Discord of me killing the final boss. It's so dope, man. Like the story and the music, basically. So it's just like I said. It's a step up from the first game. The story in the first game is like, you have to go around and like gather these elements to save the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Second game is there's a like a storm that wipes out the forest and this kind of evil force called the Decay, and you have to go around and
bro, that shit is almost this exact same plot as Kenna Bridges.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's
very similar.
Yeah. But just the combat, man, the combat step up in the second Ori game is incredible, and it just looks so good, man. It's just a real satisfying game to play. Amazing soundtrack as well. So I would highly recommend you play the Ori games if you have not. You can play the second one without playing the first one, and you wouldn't be. I mean, you could totally do it, but I mean, if you want to get the full just story of the character and stuff, then I would recommend you play both. But you can definitely play the second one without playing the first one. But just an amazing game, bro. Like heartwarming, just a story, and like I said, it just reminds me of a Ghibli movie, man. Like the way that the characters are, the way they look is just it's really, really dope, man. So I love it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, my new favorite game.
There you have it.
No doubt, it is fire. But yeah, man, Pokemon Gen 9. They officially announced it. Obviously, I'm excited. I love Pokemon, and
Yep.
I am excited to see what this is gonna be like. They dropped the little trailer. We got the 3 starters. I gotta say, man, I am ready as a Pokemon fan myself. I'm personally ready for them to like move on from the grass, water, fire starters and start doing something different, like
ground, ice,
steel.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Ground, ice, steel.
Or if you want to get real crazy, dragon, fairy, and ghost.
I think that probably you need something else.
Yeah, because I get that they do they got
the
a balance. Yeah, you need the type advantage triangle. But I would love to see them do something different though.
I agree.
Maybe like fighting, psychic, and
fairy. Oh wait, no, fairy
is stronger than both of them.
And it's double strong against fighting.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting for them to switch it up. I think they should, man. I don't think they ever will because this is just like the golden formula. But
yep. I do think that like they are starting to realize that they have to change the core. I mean, not necessarily the core gameplay, but you got to change like the like formula a little bit because. It actually has kind of hurt me a little bit as because you don't know what you don't know, right? They spoon feed you and here it's what we love, so we buy it the first day, beat the shit, and enjoy it. But once we got a taste of Arceus, it was like, wait a minute, have we been playing the same game since 1996? Kinda. But it's a sweet ass game that we love to play.
And it's just
And I'm starting to realize that like, and it's not just the like whatever, like fine. Some people are, I mean, like the core mechanic of like action or JRP turn-based RPG with gym or whatever, right? Like that part is fine. Like nobody's asking you to make it into a fighting game, although that would be sweet.
Yeah, it would be fire.
Just putting that out there. If you just turned it into Pokken Tournament, like every battle
fight,
turned into Pokken Tournament.
Bro, it can be done. It was done. This was like when you think about a game like Shenmue, bro, like the first one.
Oh God.
Like this was a game that came out on Dreamcast so long ago,
1999,
and it was
23 years ago,
and it was so ahead of its time in the sense that you play the story, and when there's a fight, it's like a fighting game fight. Like it's like you have to actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the game stops and there's a fight. Like you know what I mean?
Man, that game was so fucking cold.
It was awesome, and it was like that was the first game that I ever played like that, where you are playing a story, but like when there's a fight, it's like you're playing Soul Calibur. You know what I'm saying? Like
or Tekken, or really Virtua Fighter.
Yeah,
that's
what
they based it off of.
The engine, yeah, but it was really, really, really dope. Man.
But yeah, bro, like I think that the point I'm trying to make is that once we got a taste of like a full Pokemon game, not just like a little mystery dungeon, like little dinky dink game for fucking your Game Boy Advance. Like no, this is a full game. And it was kind of like, yo, this shit's sweet, bro. Like you kind of can't just do that once and then that's it.
Yeah. So I'm kind of wondering, like, I wonder if this game's, and I mean, like, I think the word open world is a little like, because technically, like Sword and Shield is like an open world game. You know what I mean?
The sections, what do we call them? I always forget.
Wild areas.
The wild areas were open world.
Yeah.
They kind of like cheated a little bit because the rest of the game. I mean, all of the Pokemon games were like
technically you
can go wherever.
Yeah.
But that's not really what open world means. It doesn't just mean an open map. That's just a sandbox. Open world means like like people aren't just the thing that I hate about RPGs sometimes, and Pokemon drives me crazy with this, where like the NPCs are just waiting for you to come talk to them. Yeah. They just stand still.
Open world, everybody's got their own routine.
Right. The world is alive.
Yeah,
it's breathing.
Okay.
You got a little bit of that in Arceus, a little bit, but like still niggas was still waiting at the door. Hey, here's your next mission. And I get that that's hard to do, but like I think we're there now. We got to start doing that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Horizon, like don't nobody just be standing there waiting for you. Niggas be doing stuff, and like they'll be in an area waiting for you. But they'll be having conversations. Like that's. Come on, dog. When it's just a person just like,
hey, what you doing?
Waiting for their script to like activate. It's
hello, trainer. Right. How are you today?
Ready for trainer.
EX.
That's an inside joke because we get emails for the podcast sometimes that clearly be bots.
From bots.
Want to do podcast.exe.
SwordCast.
Funny.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. Saw the starters. I'm picking the Grass Cat.
The Grass Cat looked pretty cool.
I haven't picked a grass starter in forever. I think the last time I picked a grass starter was like it was a long time ago.
I picked the Rillaboom in
oh, you did?
And short. Okay. He was cold. I liked him. He was strong as a fucking ox.
I think the last time I picked a grass starter was like Snivy back on like Black and White. So it's been a long time. But yeah, man, so even with like Horizon dropping and there's so many good games that are just coming out one after another. How you feel about Elden Ring? Are you gonna grab it? Are you gonna not?
I don't think so. I knew about Elden Ring coming in, right? Like it's a really cool game that is like got George R.R. Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones, is like helping to write the shit. So it's like a really deep open world or a deep like story with a bunch of lore, and I've heard it described as like the most. This is I find this hard to believe. This is one of the things that I kind of want to see to believe, but they call it the most like immersive open world ever, and I'm like, that feels
That's
like a
saying a
stretch.
lot,
That feels like because I mean, say what you want to say about Cyberpunk.
Ever.
The best part about Cyberpunk was the
most
right. Like, come on,
immersive.
right? Of
Open.
all time. No
World.
right, dog.
Oh man, I mean, I saw the crazy reviews about it. I just, it's just one of those Souls games.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
And I don't know if I want to play that.
I just with the whole open world piece, like that's saying a lot, because if you say what you want to say about Cyberpunk, the thing that it got right was the world. Like, the best character in Cyberpunk is Night City. Like, that shit like is fucking like unbelievable how immersive that shit is, which is kind of the only thing that worked in that game, at least on the PS4 version.
Right.
So I don't know. I some of me thinks that like, all right, like this Dark Soulsborne wave is hot right now. So like, are the game designers kind of horny for them a little bit?
Yeah.
Or the game critics horny for them a little bit? Maybe a little. But like you said, bro, it's still a Souls game, and I was having a conversation with somebody about this the other day, comparing a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or whatever to a game like Ninja Gaiden Black, which is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of hard, though.
Kind of hard.
Like, Ninja Gaiden is hard as hell, but it's like it demands a lot of you. You got to have lightning quick reflexes. The bosses are like super complicated, and you don't know what the fuck they're doing. And like the puzzles are really intricate, and it's all kind of like high difficulty demanding requirements.
Yeah.
Whereas Elden Ring and the Soulsborne games, the combat system is actually really simple. The problem is that the difficulty for me feels inflated because they create like a false sense of high stakes by making it really hard to do simple shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking damage sponge enemies with 5 mile long health bars that hit you twice and you die.
In a spear that's 25
like,
feet
right,
long.
they can hit you from across the board. And then on top of that, to make matters worse, anytime you move, roll, duck, dodge,
draining,
or even move even attack, it drains your stamina
bar.
And so what it does is it creates a false sense of difficulty, in my opinion, because it just makes it really hard to do normal shit.
Normal stuff, bro.
And it's like, dog,
and that's what I was saying about.
That's fake difficulty to me.
Yeah,
bro.
I know, I feel you. And that's what I was saying about when you playing a game like Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Super high difficulty, but also you get everything you need to be successful. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You get all the weapons you need, all the upgrades you need, all the movements you need. So it's just kind of it's not to the point where it's not fun. Like I don't ever want to. I can't play a game where I have a stamina bar.
I don't mind the stamina bar.
I just think, bro, because I played. You remember I played.
No, I remember playing that shit too, and I quit after like the fucking like first level. I was like, oh no, this shit trash.
I can't. Yeah, man.
Yo, even in Horizon Forbidden West, like there were some parts early in the game where I was getting frustrated because it was way harder than I remember. But like so two things. One is I ain't had no business fucking with that nigga. First of all, I rolled up on a Thunderjaw, and basically a Thunderjaw. You remember you played the big Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla looking ass. I rolled up on him. And I ain't had no business out there. That's the thing about an open world is like if you wander off into the wrong spot, you'll get smacked back onto the lower part of the game. And so, but I'm like stubborn, so I kept trying. And eventually it took me like
That's like on Ghost of Tsushima when you be trying to ride through some of them Mongol territories.
Yeah, and they won't let you like the game is like no, you can't come in here, and they shoot you with 1,000,000 arrows.
There was one time I was literally getting juggled with arrows.
Hell yeah, dog!
Unbelievable.
Like the game. Hey, I'm not fucking like stop. You can't come in here. Like no, stop it.
No.
So like when I'm fighting this Thunderjaw, I eventually figure it out, and it took me. I posted in the Discord. It took me a full in-game day to beat that nigga. Where I started fighting him at like in the afternoon, fought him all night long, and then beat him until the next morning. It was like a half hour in real time. But I learned 2 things. One, you level up, you get better. And 2, the fun about this game, even the difficult battles. I was talking to Edmund about this, bro. Every one of them goddamn robots got an off switch.
Right.
And as soon as you find that shit, it's a wrap, dog. Yeah. So you get the thing, you get the drill to pop that little goddamn cap off and hit that nigga right in the gearbox and turn his water off, and it's over with. Right. And it's so fulfilling to like,
yeah, man,
to break a motherfucker down and hit him right in the off button. It's fantastic, dog. I love it.
And that's what I love about the Ori games too, man. It's like the bosses are tough, but once you figure out, he got so many different weapons, man. Like once you figure out the formula and you figure out a good weapon to use, like it's like you can beat them super easy. You know what I mean? No matter how difficult it is. So
these are good games, bro.
Good games, man. Good games.
So to answer your question, I talked to Edmund about this. I told him like,
what's Edmund doing about Elden Ring? Is he gonna play it?
So that's what we decided. Okay. When the game comes out on sale for like $30, we'll both get it and just kind of like suffer together to see if it's worth it. But I'm not paying full price for it, bro. Not gonna be able to do it.
Right, man.
Not gonna be able to do it.
So before we get into the definitive SwordCast top 10 list, so the other game, right? I said I beat 2 games and I'm playing a third. The third game I started playing, and I know you're not crazy about this one, but Hollow Knight, man.
Not gonna be able to do it.
I started messing with Hollow Knight. I actually love it. The art style is awesome.
It's like sprite based, isn't it?
It's so cool. It looks like it's hand drawn. It's
nuts.
It's nuts. I love it. The soundtrack is sweet. Just another kind of Metroidvania type game where
I have a hard time with that. You mean I gotta go back and fucking open up a box that I couldn't open up because now I got another key and I gotta open up a door and then goddamn it,
it's a lot.
I don't want to do that shit, dog.
A lot of that, dog. But I mean,
Ori looks like it's rewarding,
bro. Ori is so, man, bro. This game is so satisfying, man. Like it's even just the way that his character is and like the type of character he is and his character design and just the world that the game is the beautiful world that this game is. It like, bro, just moving around is super satisfying. Like he's got. So you can get the triple jump, and then he can like stick to walls, and then there's a move he can do where, bruh, come on, dog. You can like pause. You can like freeze time with it when somebody shoots a projectile at you, and you can like basically like steal the inertia from it and like use it to propel yourself.
Yo, that's fire.
And then he's got another ability where he can like turn himself into a projectile and shoot himself. So, and then he's got a dash. So it's like, bro, you can jump 3 times, use a projectile, and then turn yourself into a projectile, and then dash. You basically like get to the moon doing that. You know, if you string all those moves,
clear
together,
the whole level.
You know what I mean? It's nuts, and his weapons are crazy. Like he's got a light sword. He's got a like a Rasen Shuriken from Naruto. That's basically. He got that crazy like spirit spear. Remember I showed you that big energy spear, and then he's got He's got a bow, man. He's got so many sweet weapons and abilities. It's really dope, man. And man, some of the bosses are scary. Like it's some scary looking bosses on there. But yeah, man, that game is amazing, dude. I talk about it all day. I love it. You guys should play it if you haven't played it. It's so good.
It was nominated for Game of the Year when it came out, didn't it?
It should have got it. That game's awesome, man. I love it so much. Like, it's one of those games where you beat it and you're kind of like, oh. You know what I mean? But all right, man, let's go. It's time. Top 10 definitive SwordCast favorite video games list. Look, man, this was really stressful. Like, this was not like the anime list, and you warned me that this would happen. It just for example, when we did the anime list, I think the top. Let me go back and look real quick. When we did the anime list, the top vote getter in the anime list was Samurai Champloo, and it had like around, I can't find it, but it had like around like 100 and like 130 points or something like that. Something like that, right? Bruh, the highest point getter for the video games list has 49 points.
Gross.
It was just like an insane amount of variety, and it was nuts. I mean, first of all, it's dope because I love seeing the difference in the wide range and taste here. But my goodness, this was wild. You'll never guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
So you shouldn't try.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Not gonna be able to.
Not gonna be able to do it.
So all right, man, let's get into it. Before we start the list, I am just going to name some dope games that were close but didn't make the list.
Are we still gonna go over our list?
We're gonna save that for next
Okay.
week. Yeah, we're gonna save that for next week. Like, I liked how we did that last time.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
do that. So yeah, like Hero said, man, we're gonna do the definitive list now, and then on next week's episode, we're gonna give you guys our personal top 10 because a lot of my games didn't even make this list.
Yeah, I'm sure a good chunk of mine. I think maybe. Okay, here's what I'll estimate. I think that. Oh, maybe not. Fuck. I think at least 2 of my top 10 will be on the other top 10. But that's not even worth mentioning. So never mind.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, out of my personal top 10, there's 2 games from my top 10 on there.
Yeah.
So all right.
So just to get something
3?
out there for the fans. You don't have to confirm or deny, but here are the 3 games that I'm guessing will be on this top 10 list.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima, Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Okay.
And Super Smash Brothers.
Okay.
And so to be clear, we said this in the Discord, but just to be super clear, for games that are like a series, not like a story series, like Metal Gear Solid, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect, that all tell the same story over the course of a few games, that is counted as one.
That's a series, yeah.
But if it's like Zelda that has had like 50 games, you got to pick one.
Gotta specify.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that. So all right, man, real quick. Some games that came very close to making the top 10 that didn't, and this is gonna, it's a lot of good games. All right, some honorable mentions, man. Some dope games that didn't make it that were really close. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay.
Tekken.
Tekken the series.
Tekken the series.
Damn.
Persona 5.
Oh, that's a little bit of an upset. I thought there's a lot of nerds in our group that like that shit.
Hey,
nerds.
hey. Well, actually,
Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's not that surprising.
Bruh, the Halo series.
Whoa.
Halo missed the list by 1 point.
Wow. That's wild.
Bro, God of War.
What?
Missed the list by missed the list by 2 points.
Dead dog. I know Edmund is sick about that shit, bro. Wow.
The Hitman series missed it by about 5 points.
Josh, sick about it.
Bruh, Witcher 3 missed it by a couple points.
Chris, sick about it.
This one, Shadow of the Colossus, was really close. It missed it by like 4 points.
That's a great game.
Yeah, man. Some good games that did not make the list. Bruh, there's no Pokemon game on this list.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Not one. Breaks my heart. All right, let's go. Let's get into this wacky freaking top 10.
Nervous, dog.
You're going to be. Coming in at number 10. Number 10. Remember they used to do that on the radio. Coming in at number 10, man. Starting off the list. And before we start this, shout out to everybody that sent the list, man. All the people in the Discord. I got the homie Mega Ran to send the list.
Oh, nice.
He sent the list for the pod. Chris sent one. My homie Seth, man, he's a super video game aficionado. He sent the list. My brother Chris sent the list. I had my son Jay sent the list. I had a bunch of people. So we got a lot of data here.
Nice.
All right, man. Coming in at number 10. We got the Batman Arkham series.
Okay.
Now,
okay,
I'm not mad at this. I mean,
I get it. Those are good games. I like those games.
One, they're good games, and two, these were at the time they were the best superhero games. Out,
bar none,
flat out,
bar none. Yeah,
the combat was awesome. I think Spider-Man took a little bit of that and kind of perfected it, but
agreed.
The world was dope. They were good games, man, flat out. So I'm not mad at that at number 10. The Batman Arkham series was definitely a game changer in the world of superhero games, especially having open world superhero games.
I think I played. There was 3 of them. I think I played all of them.
I'm not, and you guys know me. I'm not the biggest Batman fan, but I actually played all of them. The games are fire. They're awesome.
I think so. It was Arkham Asylum, Origin, and then Arkham Knight. Or those the 3? Or is that...
There's Arkham City, right?
Oh, fuck. Maybe I might have only played 2. No, I played 3 of them. Yeah. I don't know the order that they came out in, though.
Yeah, great games, man.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Coming in at number 9, Sonic 3, Knuckles.
What? How old are motherfuckers in this list? Like, what are we? All 46?
Bruh, there's... Hey, man.
That's not even the best Sonic game.
Bro, I don't know. It got a lot of votes. This game was on a lot of lists, and it was high, and it was getting a lot of points.
That's really interesting.
Very interesting.
I like Sonic 2 better personally.
It's because this one's got Knuckles.
But see, I like Sonic and Knuckles though. Like when you just put the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge in without Sonic 3 in it, I like that better than Sonic 3 personally. But whatever, I get it. It's fine.
It's fine. Again, all right, coming in at number 8. This one's gonna really blow your mind.
Oh God.
Chrono Trigger.
Oh no.
Shout out to Eric. I know Eric, the homie Eric, man. I know he loves this game.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm sure all of the OGs,
for sure,
all the old people in our group had it.
It was on a lot of Chrono Trigger's fire, man. I mean, it's a classic RPG. I love. You already know I love these types of games.
Remake is coming out, or is it Chrono Cross that's coming out?
I think Chrono Cross is coming out.
But either way, I look forward to, because that's one of those games like Final Fantasy VII that I never got a chance to play all the way through when it first came. I played the first 3 or 4 hours and that was it. But it's I'm looking forward to playing it when it comes out again.
I'm definitely playing it. Shout out to Akira Toriyama.
Yes, sir.
The man who not only did the art for this, but Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. And he was weirdly involved in Dragon Quest. All right, man. Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Wait, what did they just announce for Chrono? Was it? It must have been Chrono Cross.
I thought it was Chrono Cross. Yeah.
Chrono Cross came out for PlayStation, didn't it?
I think so.
I wonder why they chose that one and not Chrono Trigger. Interesting. Yeah, they did. Chrono Cross remastered.
Probably some type of weird
licensing or something.
Licensing dispute.
Because I feel like Chrono Cross was not nearly held in the same regard as Chrono Trigger.
Absolutely not. Chrono Trigger is a cult classic.
Anyways,
All right, man. This will make you happy. Coming in, these first three. I mean, we got Batman Arkham series, we got Sonic 3, and we got Chrono Trigger. Very, very interesting.
mm-hmm.
Coming in at number 7, we got Horizon Zero Dawn.
Let's go! Okay, that was one that I wasn't expecting.
I was happy to see this game get a lot of votes. It got a lot of votes. It was getting some.
Was not expecting that. Totally was not expecting that.
Now, so from 7 and up, guys, it's so close. Like,
good grief.
It's I'm talking about there's like a 3-point difference. It's nuts. All right, man. Let's keep it going. Coming in at number 6, the lone fighting game on the entire list.
It's got to be
Super Smash Bros. Just as an entire series.
Yeah.
You already know how much we love Smash. I'm glad Smash made it on here. Smash is on my list.
So that's one official that I called. I might end up being right by accident because I didn't think Horizon was going to be one of them. But
so yeah, man, Smash makes the list. We love Smash, no doubt. I mean, ever since Smash first came out, such a dope concept, and then it ended up evolving into like one of the best fighting games ever.
It's like a whole industry.
Right. So I love Smash. I haven't played it in forever. I just started getting back into it. My son, I love watching him as a gamer because he does this thing where he doesn't play a game for like 2 years, and then he'll just randomly just get obsessed with it out of nowhere. And he was asking me to buy him all the DLC characters and stuff. So now he's right back on it.
I haven't played it. There's so many new characters now, dog.
Bruh, he's on the Sephiroth kick now.
Oh,
that's
great.
his guy. He's playing with Sephiroth now. So yeah, man, back on Smash. Smash at number 6 makes the list. Coming in at number 5, we got another classic game, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Nintendo 64 in the house.
So I think I might have played myself. I probably should have guessed that, but it wasn't on my list, so I wouldn't have been able to guess it anyways.
Ocarina of Time, man. And
spoiler, slight
top
spoiler.
5. All right,
it's a fantastic game. That's my second favorite Zelda
awesome
game ever.
Probably the GOAT Nintendo 64 game.
Yep.
I think a lot of people our age, this was probably the game that. This was probably I know a lot of people spent a lot of time on Mario 64. I know you did.
Yeah.
But I think this was the first but that game wasn't really hard. I think this was the first game for people our age that was like, it was a challenge, and it required
some tricky parts for sure.
And it required some like frustration, and so you know what I'm saying. And,
I don't care what nobody say, bro. That water temple was hard as fuck.
Oh God,
it's been proven. The water temple was like legitimately broken.
It was broke.
Yeah, it was possible to like
get stuck
to like hard lock yourself and like fuck your whole game because of that shit.
Facts.
So I don't care what the fuck y'all niggas was talking about. It was hard. Fuck y'all.
All right, man. Coming in at number 4. I'm not mad at this top 5 though. This top 5 is solid.
All right.
Coming in at number 4. Only a 2-point difference between this and Ocarina of Time. Spider-Man.
Ooh.
/ Miles Morales.
Strong. That's strong. Super strong. Love that.
I love it. I mean, like we said before, I like this game being here. Beloved by a lot of our people that listen to the pod and a lot of people that sent in lists. I mean, we talked about how the Arkham. I like the fact that both of these games made it because the Arkham series started something really dope with the open world superhero games, and I just think the Spider-Man games perfected it.
Agreed.
Also, like I like that everybody was everybody that had it, they included them as a
pair.
Yeah, so that's why I put it on there like this. So Spider-Man / Miles Morales PS4, fire game, loved it. You already know how much I enjoyed that. So I'm glad this game's here. Coming in at number 3, there's a 4-point difference between this and number 2 and number 1. Coming in at number 3, we got the Metal Gear Solid series.
Hey, let's go. I'm stunned that that's as high as it is. Because I know I love that series, but it's pretty fucking weird. And I guess I've underestimated how much people love that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people love it, man. It was number 1 on a few lists.
Strong.
I love Metal Gear. You guys know I'm partial to Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance with Raiden, aka Jack the Ripper. That's my favorite one. Super glad to see these games get here. Really dope games.
My top 3 Metal Gear games would probably be Metal Gear Solid 5. I loved it. I don't care what nobody say, it was great.
The game's fire. I liked it too, man.
I like the first Metal Gear Solid, and then probably Snake Eater is number 3. And then in the top 5 for sure is Metal Gear Revengeance, sir. Revengeance, sir. How do you pronounce it?
Rising Revengeance.
Revengeance.
Weird.
What even is that word?
I don't think it is a word. I don't know. I don't think it is a word. My favorite, man, is definitely Metal Gear Rising. Love Snake Eater. Love Sons of Liberty, man. That's the one that got me into it. Metal
the
Gear
one for
2,
Switch.
The Metal Gear 2.
Oh, Sons of Liberty. My bad.
Yeah,
Twin Snakes is the one for Switch.
Yeah, that's the one that got me. I told you the story about that. The kid from my school in middle school just would not stop talking about this game, dude. And then he finally brung it for me to borrow it, and I played it, and I was like,
All them games sweet, bro. Man, look, maybe the quote-unquote weakest of the series is Metal Gear Solid 4, but even that game was cold.
Yeah.
It just was, like, not as good as the other 5.
The Metal Gear games are so good, man.
Yeah, they're all
no
great.
Doubt. Every time I think about Metal Gear, I always think about. I told that joke on the podcast when I I did that report on Hideo Kojima, and I made the joke because there was a wrestler named Kojima, and I put the slide up of him on my PowerPoint,
and nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
I was like, "Oh, wrong Kojima," and nobody laughed. Such a nerd, dog. What are you doing?
Hey, well, actually,
Jeez. All right, man. Let's go. Top 2. This is where it gets fun. The top 2.
Oh shit.
Is a tie.
Oh.
Same exact amount of points. Hero is I'm gonna say both games, and Hero's gonna have to vote and break the tie between 1 and 2. The first of these games.
All right.
Ghost of Tsushima.
I knew it had to be there. It was weird that it hadn't come up yet. I knew it had to be there. Okay.
You already know how much I love Ghost, man.
Me too.
I think our whole Ghost is just part of our ethos.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. As a podcast and just everything. And I mean, like, yes, I love Ori, but it's more of a 1A, 1B type thing than it is a 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, my 2 favorite games of all time, definitely Ghost of Tsushima and Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
So wait a minute. This feels like it could be an easy decision, and there's only one thing that this could be that would make this a hard decision. So let's see what happens next.
And the other game that is up there tied for number 1, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
Break that tie.
Not gonna be able to do it.
All right, look,
tie,
bro.
dog.
Look. Here's what I'm gonna do, man. I have to go by empirical evidence, and my own list. I would be lying. I would be, because I happen to have these
I'm not mad at that.
on my list.
You gotta go if you are the one breaking.
If
the
I'm
tie,
the one
you
breaking
gotta
the
go
tie,
off of what you got.
I gotta go by what I got, and I'm not gonna spoil my list. But on my list, I happen to have Zelda Breath of the Wild ranked
higher. So that's it,
Ghost of
man.
Tsushima. That was another game. I didn't think that was going to be that high. I thought the game, and I'm actually kind of sad that it didn't even make the top 10. I thought you were gonna say the Mass Effect series.
Yeah. Oh man, Mass Effect. Yeah, that
Dog.
wasn't even. It wasn't even in there.
Y'all niggas ain't got no taste. But like no, I mean, but you know, Breath of the Wild is in that tier of like favorite games ever.
Mhm.
Mass Effect is in there, and Ghost of Tsushima is in there. So, but again, bro, like I know that's gonna make some people sad, but like I gotta be honest. I have to go by like what I did, the work that I did on my list, and they're both in there. And in my list, Breath of the Wild is ranked slightly higher than Ghost.
Ouch.
Right.
Hey man.
But you know what though?
There it is.
I actually, so taking y'all behind the curtain a little bit, I knew about Nas. I knew about that's a compliment. Nas is a great rapper.
Right.
I knew about Nav's decision or his like breaking the ghost streak. Like I knew that he told me about that ahead of time. So I kind of like, and so when I was doing my list, I was like, I mean, I knew Ghost wasn't gonna be on my number one spot because I mean, there's some games that I mean, everybody's gonna be able to guess my number one. It's not a surprise, and it's gonna take a lot to like unseat that game. But there were some other games that it's like, now that I think about it, I don't know what's what. And so when he divulged to me that he had dethroned Ghost, I felt a little better about moving it down a spot because I was like, all right, I don't feel like I'm on an island now.
It's still the Ghost to me.
It is. I mean, look, bro.
Look, man. Ori and the
both
Will of the
things
Wisps.
can be true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They can both be true. Y'all gotta play it, man. It's amazing. It's a great game, man. Love it, and it's more my style too. Like I love Ghost and I love open world games, but I'm kind of a sucker for like those types of games. Like I'm just a Game Boy type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I love games like that, man, and it just reminds me of a game that I would have played. Like it just looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? But this is the way that the game is. I love those types of games. So shout out to Ori and the Will of the Wisps, man. That's the top 10. The definitive SwordCast video game top 10, man. Thanks, guys, for sending your list in. Some of these lists are fire. Again, at number 10, Batman the Arkham series. Number 9, the most random game perhaps on this list, Sonic 3.
So weird, dog.
Number 8, Chrono Trigger. Number 7, Horizon Zero Dawn. Number 6, Super Smash Bros. Series. Number 5, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Number 4, the Spider-Man / Miles Morales games on the PlayStation. Number 3, the Metal Gear series. Number 2, Ghost of Tsushima. Number 1, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Shout out to Legend of Zelda for having two classics
games
in the top 10.
2 classics.
In the top 7.
Yeah, and
Or 8.
And like 2 of the most like beloved video games ever. Like you don't really hear too much criticism on those 2 games.
The only series that hits home runs as often as Zelda is probably
Pokemon.
Yes, but I think even more so than Pokemon is probably Mario.
Yeah.
Mario, like the mainline Mario games are always like 10 out of 10s.
Right.
I'm
actually super surprised there's no Mario game on here. You know what? I don't know if I said it. Another game that was really close was Mario Galaxy.
Right.
That game almost made the list too.
Like since Mario 64, I think I might be right about this. I think since Mario 64, every main entry, not like Mario Superstars, none of that shit. I'm talking about mainline Super Mario titles.
Mario Superstars.
So
Mario Party.
Let's take the actually little bonus content here.
Mario Tennis. Mario Soccer.
So we'll go to IGN. So in order, it was Mario 64, right? That was the first of like in this like the modern ones. That is ranked 9.8, which is phenomenal. I actually thought it was a 10 out of 10. Then it was Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine.
Something like that, or Paper Mario was one of those.
I think it was Sunshine for that was a 9.4. Jesus Christ.
GameCube.
For GameCube.
I remember that game.
Then what was it? Mario Galaxy. I'm pretty sure that's a 10. And Mario Galaxy 2. I forgot about that. That was is a 9.7. Good grief.
Yeah, so Mario just be hitting home runs.
Yeah, that nigga be. I mean, and so on and so forth. Because I know I happen to know that Mario, the latest one that just came out with the cap,
Odyssey, yeah,
that shit was another like 9.9 out of 10. So, Super Mario and Zelda. I mean, Nintendo they've been doing this shit for 100 years, so they know how to do this shit.
Facts.
Shout out to Nintendo. Shout out to
Nintendo.
Right. I can't pronounce. How do we pronounce the GOAT, the guy who made Mario and Zelda?
It's tough.
Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Shout out to your boy.
Oh man. All right, man. Video Game Talk, episode 107. Next week, me and Hero will give you guys our top sorry. Let me be
Right.
Grammatically correct.
Right.
We'll give you guys our top 10 lists ourselves of our top 10 favorite video games. And I mean, Sonic 3, dog.
Not
gonna be able to do it.
But yeah, man, we'll give you guys our list next week, man. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch y'all next week. Boom.